YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino beer review. My beer may blow up when I open it. I just shook it a little bit, just a little bit. I didn't even mean to. I did the and I heard the in the can. So this would usually be sitting back there in the lineup. I actually meant to put it back there so it was there before this video started, because that's the lineup you know when I do the videos that aren't live. So this is from Boldwin. This is a organic beer. Bio is organic. This is Lueur Pilsner Vive. It is 4.3% alcohol by volume. Can's seen better days. Lots of cans have seen better days. You know what? There is English and French on the back of this, and I'm actually surprised from a beer from Boucherville, Quebec, that it would have both. So we have Eau Org Motel Bio, Houblon Bio, and Lueur. So we have water, organic malted barley, organic hops, and yeast. So Lueur is your yeast. Lueur Pilsner, yeast Pilsner. Yeah. What do we have on this side? Enray au hasard de saf pour Lueur devant cette bière le châtiment de Urs en teint de pure. To wander from sip to sip, to the azure winds, this beer is the shimmer of hours in peaceful lands. Malt Pilsner. What the fuck was that? A Pilsner malt. Hops is Bravo hops. And color is light blonde. So if you want this in French, malt, Coeur la Flamme is Pilsner malt. Hey! What's going on, sir? Houblon, which is hops, again Bravo in English. Stristle Splat. So, I took French in high school. I do purposely fuck up French a lot because it's my little troll. That one I'm not purposely fucking up. That one I just can't say. And the couleur is blonde légère, light blonde. Okay, let's get into. Oh, my cup's on the floor. 1 second. Gotta bend down and grab the cup. Oh shit! What the? Oh, that was my fucking hip waders. My hip waders fell on me. Legend. Oh, no legend here, sir, but thank you, Andrew. So yeah, here we go. Like I said, we're pouring this Pilsner. I'm going to hold the Pilsner in my hand. And so anyone wondering, I did do a review of this with the wife and reviewed this with the wife. Reviewed this one over here on my own. So we did the Heritage Hops on my own. We did the Oshlag in the left field with the wife. I might come live again with the Oshlag. How bad is the internet right now, guys? Is it really, really, really choppy? Because if it's really, really, really choppy, we won't say what we're going to say. We won't do the video live for the second one. She's okay. We might be coming back live in a few minutes then. So a little hazy. That's hazier than a Pilsner should be. And I understand that it's Lueur Pilsner, which is yeast Pilsner. But even as a yeast Pilsner, that's more a Keller beer than a Pilsner. Drinking with me in Fernie, BC. Well, you're drinking with a guy in Pavernatuk, Nunavik, Quebec at the moment. So yeah, lots of bright white head. Oh, actually, the Snap Crackle Pop is almost non-existent on that. That's kind of sad. Scent. Out of the glass first. Smells like urine. Out of the can. We need to get the can hole. Oh, very yeasty. It actually has like that Belgian-esque smell. Kind of like sweet candy, straw, and dirt all at the same time. So we'll just put this back here. So cheers. Let's try this beer. I'm going to expect a lot of yeast esters on it. And I expected correctly. So, you know, people ask me, am I a hop head or a malt maniac? And I always add yeast beast to that, because there is the three choices. You can be a hop head, a malt maniac or a yeast beast. I am a malt maniac. Second would be a yeast beast, and then hophead. There are some amazing hops, but yeast can change a beer. You can make the exact same beer, exact same recipe, and use every different strain of yeast, and it's going to be totally different. Or you can make that same beer and ferment it with the exact same yeast at different temperatures, and it's going to be completely different. So, in all honesty, you have to respect what a yeast can do to a beer. I see a whole bunch of stuff going on here. Man knows his beer even before he drinks it. Sometimes. Well, if you call it fucking yeast pilsner, I'm going to expect it to taste yeasty. And you get a little bit of that straw flavor that you'd expect from a pilsner, that straw and kind of grassy earthiness. And then you get all these yeasty fucking remnants, these yeasty esters. You get a little bit of green apple. Sorry, I take that back. It's not green apple, because green apple is a brewing fault. I just said green apple because it's what was popping in my head, because my head was going a few steps ahead of me. But apple, you get apple fruity esters, much like say Unibrews, or for my buddy that likes to troll me, who has been blocked for a while, Unibrow. Their Ephemere Pum, a lot like that. A little bit of dryness, almost like a clove dryness, but a clovey dryness, a little bit of apple, a little bit of earthiness, just a whole bunch of yeasty esters coming out, and you're getting, like yeasty esters. I haven't even smoked or done any fucking drugs tonight. It's just yeasty esters. And by drugs, I mean pot. It's legal. That's what I do. It helps me sleep. Okay, I haven't done any of them yet, but I still like yeasty esters. It actually is wonderful. It is really good. And the hops, I know that the hops are what turn a lot of macro drinkers off. And I have a message at the end of this video that I've actually made in another video recently that hasn't been uploaded yet, but I'm going to make it in a few videos during this time of pandemic. And the hops, which is what turns off a lot of macro drinkers from craft beer, are almost non-existent. This actually tastes like a pilsner with esters that a lot of macro drinkers wouldn't be expecting. Fuck, you'd think I'm Italian, not Irish, with the way I fucking talk with my hands. That is a very good beer. It drinks really well. Have I finished all the beers up here? Yeah, other than the one more I have to review, I've finished them all. Because I was going to have some more beer once I was finished reviewing this, while I made my last message for this video. And since you guys say the internet is good, in about 2 minutes after I go offline, I'll be online again to do one more video. So these might be my 2 videos of the night, because I try to upload 2 videos a night, because I have like 36 videos on this phone right now. And I live in the Arctic, and you never know when the internet's going to die. So the hops are what turn a lot of macro drinkers away. A lot of macro drinkers aren't going to watch this, but maybe you can send your friends that are macro drinkers to this, time-stamped after I give my review number. So out of 10 on this, I'm going to give this a 7.75. It tastes good. It's solid. It's drinkable. It has flavors that a pilsner normally wouldn't have. And I would pay my good money to drink this again, because why not? This is a good beer. Let's see what these comments were. Quickly, I have to go. Be right back. Oh, I have to poo. You're one more vid. Loving it, mate. Yeah, one more vid. So here's my message to you guys. We are in a pandemic state. And a lot of people will tell you to buy from small businesses all the time, support local all the time, and that's, let's stand up here. No, this is probably stupid. I'm standing on a hammer right now. Yeah, this is stupid. So, you always get support local. I just wanted the beer to stay in the camera shot. Support, because I feel stupid holding the beer like this. That's the problem, right? I need to get a tripod again for my cell phone. Anyway, you'll always hear support local, buy local, da-da-da-da-da. I understand that concept. Bud, Anheuser-Busch, Molson Coors, Sleeman / Sapporo, they all employ a lot of Canadians. They really do employ a lot of Canadians between the beer store, between the breweries, between all their retail locations. They do employ a lot of Canadians. So I understand your entire concept of support small businesses and support Canadians. In the US, support your small businesses, support people from your state. I get that. The big guys do employ a lot of people as well. So if you completely ignore the big guys, you've just made more people go jobless than vice the other way. So what my question to you, what my concern to you, what my plea to you is if you're a guy that drinks Bud, if you're a guy that drinks Canadian, if you're a guy that drinks Blue, if you're a guy that drinks Moosehead, if you're a guy that drinks Alexander Keith's, if you're a guy that drinks any of the bigger brewery beers, I'm not saying stop buying their beers because I don't want you to make other people jobless as well. What I want you to do is if you say go to fucking the beer store or whatever it is in BC, whatever bottle shop you go to, and you buy a 2-4 of Canadian every week, say. Go to the beer store and buy a 12-pack of Canadian. Then go to a local brewery and buy 12 beers from them. Do that. It's not going to cost you that much more, and you never know if you're going to find something you really, really enjoy. And if you find something that you really, really enjoy, great. And if you don't, great as well. You broadened your horizons, you expanded, you tried other things, and you supported 2 companies, but one that employs a lot of Canadians or Americans or wherever you're from, and one that is very local. So please go out and do that instead of just continuing to be super brand loyal. Try other things so that you can support people at the same time that may or may not, especially in this pandemic time, need your support. It's the same if you go to restaurants. If McDonald's is your favorite restaurant and you go to McDonald's 4 times a week right now during this pandemic, go to McDonald's twice a week and order takeout from 2 local restaurants. Help somebody else at this moment. I saw Andrew make a comment, I believe. Local brews do make some great beer, and I mean, this is the thing. You may find some amazing beers. I will say that, there are a lot of local breweries that will use slogans like local just tastes better. Fuck you, local tastes better if you are good at what you do and you know what you're doing. Blue Elephant is a great example of that. I went into Blue Elephant and bought 36 beers, and it was 24 different beers. It's cost me a lot of money for those 36 beers. They all were filled with brewing faults, and on every Blue Elephant can, it said, local just tastes better. Fuck you. Molson Canadian would have tasted better than the fucking bullshit you put out. So yes, not always, but you will find some beers. And if you broaden your horizons and you experiment, you'll find beers other than the big guys that you like. Every single person, for the most part, that started drinking beer was a very brand loyal macro drinker at the beginning, unless you're at the very young spectrum, and then you might not have been. But most people from 35 and up that are drinking craft beer started drinking macro beer. There's still a lot of macro beer I enjoy, but please go ahead and do that for me. Again, if you buy a 2-4 of Blue per week, go ahead and buy a 12-pack of Blue, or buy a 12-pack and a 6-pack of Blue, and just buy 6 local beers. Buy one local can from each different local brewery you have, and every week do that until you've tried their whole lineup. You're not going to spend a lot more money, but you're going to support a small business, and you're still supporting a business that supports a lot of Canadians. So that's all I'm asking. Thank you, guys. We'll see you in like 2 or 3 minutes to drink the Oshlag beer. So if you guys are going to watch again, there's 4 of you. If you're watching again, I'll see you in a few minutes with Oshlag's Miets. So watch your YouTube. It's going to say I'm live again shortly. Cheers. Bye-bye.